Hi folks, happy Monday. Hopefully it is one for all of you. Beautiful weekend, beautiful summer. So from that perspective, we've certainly been blessed here in Western New York. I mean, people can complain a lot about Erie County and Buffalo, but they certainly can't complain about our summers. They're really wonderful. A few things today, starting off with the salon here in Williamsville. Getting reports that residents may be not following the rules when it comes to making appointments. So I'm going to restate those, and we're going to try to get this out in writing as well. In order to get an appointment for the salon, what you cannot do is show up there and just try to schedule an appointment or wait in line. For obvious reasons, lines are bad. So if residents are showing up there, trying to get an appointment, you're going to be turned away at this point. As you know, or if you've probably seen, there is one attendant in there, one stylist, and one resident at a time. So that stylist that's in there doesn't really have time to wait on you from a customer service standpoint. They're trying to take care of the resident and keep everything clean, and then get ready for the next resident who has an appointment. So multiple residents waiting outside the salon is just simply not safe and not going to work. If you need an appointment to get us to the salon, you need to call and leave a message, and that number is 929-5115. Again, allergies. 929-5115. You call, you leave a message. They will call you back when they have time or towards the end of their day. No more than one resident at a time should be sitting outside the salon waiting for an appointment. And that resident shouldn't be accompanied by anybody. So if they have an aide, if they have family, they can be brought down there, but then that person needs to leave. We can't have multiple people outside of the salon. Excuse me again. You got the itchy nose syndrome this morning. Can't have multiple people outside the salon waiting for an appointment. So please follow those rules, follow those guidelines, and we'll reissue those in writing. Breakfast items are out today at both cafes. They started today, both here in Williamsville and at Gate Circle. I want to remind folks that, social distance as you're getting your breakfast items. And also, just because we're putting breakfast items out doesn't mean there's eating in the common area. So please, you can't grab your breakfast items and then go sit somewhere in the common areas and eat them, because then you have to take your mask off, and that kind of defeats the purpose of the mask. So we'll put the breakfast items out for you to gather as you would like, and please take those back to your apartments. That includes, coffee and drinks and so on. I oftentimes see residents who will grab coffee and then they will be having coffee in the main dining or the main lounge areas with their friends. And again, you have to pull your mask down, you're in the common areas, you simply can't do that. So drinks, eating, we're happy to provide that for you. You need that to take those things back to your apartment. Been talking a little bit about the fact that Lexington Village doesn't have access to Touchdown Television, our internal channel live, which is me talking to you, the folks that are watching it live right now, both here in Gate Circle. The folks at Lexington Village have never had access to that. They've had to watch it through YouTube. So we've been working on that. Hopefully that work is going to be done this week. So I can tell you that tomorrow they're doing most of the conduit work. And then on Thursday will be the actual hookup. So hopefully that channel will be available to our Lexington Village residents by the end of this week. I will update them and know much more on Wednesday, but that is the plan at this point. I can also tell you that there will be a brief period of about a half an hour while they're hooking up the new system here in the main building because it's running a cable from the main building through a conduit over towards Lexington Village and then spliced out from there. While they're making the tie-in here in the main building, there'll be about a half an hour on Thursday that will interrupt the service here in the main building. And I will let folks know here in the main building here in Williamsville when that will be. Because obviously we don't want to have a prolonged interruption. We don't want you to be surprised by that. So much more to come on that at Wednesday. I hope on Wednesday that I'm able to give you pretty close to the exact time on when that'll happen. Two other quick things. So we've decided to purchase masks. And so Canterbury Woods is going out. We actually did this last week. We're purchasing, I think, 500, 600, 700 masks. And these masks will have the Canterbury Woods logo on. They're cloth masks. They're very nice. They're very easily adjustable. They're very easy to keep over your nose and mouth at the same time. And what we've elected to do is every single resident will get a mask. So when those come in within the next week or so, we will be placing those masks in your mailboxes. So if there's a husband and wife or two residents in an apartment, they'll get two, and so on and so forth. So both here, Gate Circle, Lexington Village, every single resident will get a mask. After that, if you need additional masks, they will be available to purchase from us. Now, there's been a lot of feedback on the ability to get masks. If we lose masks, can we purchase them online, et cetera, et cetera. I talked last week about the fact that we are not giving our surgical masks away because we have to have a certain number of those on an ongoing basis available on site. So we guard those, but we did make the decision to make this purchase. Everyone will get a mask, and we will have some available for purchase after that with the lovely Canterbury Woods logo. And then finally, one other thing. A resident stopped me today and said that they wanted to buy their own filters for their heating and ventilation unit within their apartment. And to this I say a couple things. Number one, those units are locked for a reason, so individual residents can't get in those apartment patios and so on. But if somebody, so it's in your contract too, residents cannot alter or change or modify our mechanical systems for their own use. So, because those systems are all tied together, and there's a reason we have on staff our own heating, ventilation, and air conditioning mechanic. And that's all he does, is work on those systems and know those systems. And do the preventative maintenance on those and put the right filters in. So please, do not attempt to alter any of our mechanical systems yourselves in your apartments, etc. Because if something goes wrong, obviously we're going to have to charge you for it. You can make a suggestion, you can ask about the systems, we're happy to talk to you about them, but they're pretty sophisticated. We take the responsibility for the systems. We have to fix them if something goes down. So we're going to make the ultimate decision about how those systems work, the type of filters that are used, etc., etc. I just wanted to get that out there. So again, if you have any questions about anything I've talked about today, you can email me at rwallace@echa.org. Thank you, and I'll see you all on Wednesday.